Answering questions from an audience can sometimes be intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. I want to give you a very simple, easy-to-follow strategy for any of those questions that you get after a speech. And then we'll add one element to it that I borrowed from hostage negotiators for when you get those more hostile questions. I get a lot of hostile questions. But first, for our easy strategy that comes to us from this book, Speaking Up by Frederick Gilbert. Surviving Executive Presentations. And you order it from Amazon. Whole book comes in 48 font. For those of you who struggle with sight. The method is called the PREP strategy, and all you have to do to answer questions is to prep them. It's an acronym. P stands for state your position. R, provide reasons. Reasons usually follow a word like because, insert reasons. Then, provide evidence or examples. And finally, restate your position. For example, so my presentation is on in-ear monitors or headphones that you put in your ears. And I get a question from the audience. What are the best headphones? Prep strategy. State my position. Ultimate ears are the best in-ear monitor in existence. Provide reasons. Because they have the best fit and the highest fidelity. Provide examples. Notice this comparison. First, your Bose headsets. And now, Ultimate ears. And finally, restate my position. So for these reasons, among many others, Ultimate ears are the best in-ear monitors in existence. State your position. Give reasons for that position. Provide evidence or an example. And finally, restate your position. Now let's say that you get a more difficult or hostile question to answer, or a more difficult or hostile audience member to deal with. All we want to do is add one element to the front of this strategy. Before we prep, we deal with this situation as if it were a hostage negotiation. The audience has taken something very precious to you hostage. That thing is the relationship between you and them. Very important to you, but they'll off it on a whim. We don't want them to do that. Handle with care. The very first thing we want to do is empathize and show that we understand. It's important to note that showing empathy is not the same thing as agreeing. You do not have to agree with them. And in fact, you shouldn't if you don't. In other words, don't pretend to agree. They'll know you're full of it. Empathize and show understanding. That will be good enough, and it's much more respectable. For example, instead of what are the best headphones to wear, doesn't your suggestion just perpetuate a system of racial capitalism that enslaves the proletariat for the benefits of the bourgeoisie?
Don't panic.
If you do want to answer it, here's how. So as I understand it, purchasing or participating in this system at all, whether purchasing headphones or a sandwich or going to the McDonald's, is, in a way, perpetuating something that is negative on our society, keeps people down, further exploits those who have less, and in general makes the world a more miserable place. This is a good opportunity. If you have a book, perhaps an audio book, a book we could listen to on tape, we could have a little win-win here. We get to listen to your book through some beautiful headphones. Empathize, understand, pivot. That's all I've got for you today. Till next time, and best of luck.